Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Studio CWI Bracketology. You can tell who I'm rooting for. It's not only episode 1, it's also the spring break edition. So all of my students are gone and you have to put up with my production techniques. I had a little bit of help though. I asked my granddaughters for a little assist as graphics artists. I think they did a pretty good job with it. Plus they work really, really cheap. So win-win. There are 56 players. Thank you all so much for taking part. This is a way that we're going to link the current students with you and you, the alumni and the people who can hire them, with the current students. So our saying is, it's not about basketball, it's about us. We have 3 divisions to talk about. So leading off, let's take a look at our current student division. It is Eva Hutchings in 3rd place right now. Elizabeth Stump is in 2nd place, and Ethan Freeman is leading the current students. Let me tell you something about this young man. That's him in the middle there. We were covering an event at a football game in December, very, very cold. Ethan is just such a hard worker and very, very creative. Those of you who are in the production field, and there's a lot of us in Studio CWI Bracketology in that profession, you'll know how impressive this was. He turned a 2-minute package out of that thing by about 2 o'clock in the morning. Very, very hard worker, very, very dedicated. Hire him. He's about ready to graduate. Okay, next division. We call it the Family and Friends division. And look who is 3rd place. That's David Heil, the old pirate from Gonzaga University. In 2nd right now, Brian Martin. He's an educator and influencer way back east in New York. How you doing, Brian? And look who's in 1st place. Chrissy Lubke, an alumna from Gonzaga. Here's a picture. Love her, love the whole family. That's Chrissy there with a huge smile on her face because she tells me her parents are now allowing her to date. Her dad says in a month or 2, the young man may get to sit in the same row as Chrissy. Very, very forward thinking. Glad to hear it. Moving on to faculty and staff. My immediate boss and chair, Jim Gatfield, is in 3rd place. In 2nd, normally she's a dear friend of mine, Maya Kelly in the math department, but she is picking Purdue against, my Gonzaga Bulldog. I think this whole competition, for the faculty and staff anyway, comes down to that game. The bulk of our players have picked UConn as their champion, 23 out of 56. I have about 8 people who picked my alma mater, Gonzaga University, good on you, and 3 people have picked Purdue. One of my current students actually picked St. Mary's College to win it all. And if you don't know, St. Mary's College is like Gonzaga's #1 rival, but there is one person who's playing who thinks that is the best thing in the world. I actually ran into Brian Navarro. That's him in the left, the handsome guy in the red. He used to go to St. Mary's College. He works there now as a digital media producer, right? So when I got to have breakfast with him, I told him that Ryan Heffelfinger had chosen his school to win it all. Well, Brian had a message for Ryan.
You know, not many people get something right the first time that they do it, but I think you did with your bracket and picking St. Mary's. I working in the alumni office, I think I can do this. I'm going to make you an honorary alum of St. Mary's College, at least for the next couple weeks.
And Ryan, being an honorary Gale, actually comes with something. Can you see that? This is one of their valued keychains, and Brian wanted you to have it. You should call and thank him, give him a couple days. The Gales are now out of the tournament. He needs a little bit of time to process. The last story I want to share with you is kind of a family story involving a student and his mom. In my video production class, we have some actual humans come in and they volunteer to be interviewed by the students learning to be storytellers. Melissa Downs came in, and during the part of the interview where we talked about her education, she told us, really with a great deal of emotion coming out, how her son Trey, who is in the class at the moment, he's one of the ones who invited her to come in, she was talking about how amazing that young man was a couple of years ago when she had gone back to school to finish her nursing degree, and how Trey stepped up to be not just a great big brother, but a leader. So Trey is the young man, the current student that I wanted to introduce you to. Of course, I had to ask him about that very topic that his mom was talking about. And just like you'd expect, Trey kind of turned the praise back on her.
I don't know. My mom's just a great woman. I think her and my dad really great parents, bringing me and my brothers up, just teaching me how to, be an older brother, be a good human being, and just, be a leader.
Can you see, I am a lucky, lucky man to be surrounded by such really, really impressive and inspirational people. Okay, that's it. Oh, I guess one last update. We got a puppy. And as we go out and get ready for the Sweet 16 games, I want you to take a look at Eleanor Rigby, our dog Rigby, and I want the Gonzaga Bulldogs to do to the Purdue Boilermakers what Rigby did to that roll of toilet paper. Thanks for playing Studio CWI Bracketology.